Hello, my dear friends. Good to see you again. Did you miss me? Well, I know, but the wait is over. I'm here. This is American English File, 2nd edition, Book 3, Part 1B, Family Life. It's pedal to the metal. Now, you saw the title, Family Life. Now, as you can see from the pictures, we are going to talk about families, big families. Now, first, take your time, read the questions, and write your answers. All right, very good. Let's read the questions together. Do you have a big family? How many siblings? Siblings, brothers and sisters, do you have? How often do you visit your relatives? Are your family members close? Do they get along well, right? Would you like to get married and have your own family? Of course. How important are traditional family values to you? Value. What is the difference between modern families and traditional ones? Do you think society is the reflection of families and their success? In wealthy families, rich families, members are very close and work together and pool their income. They put their income together. What do you think of this strategy? You can think a little bit more on the last one. Very good. Now, if you need, you can add your own questions as well. All right? Now, I need you to speak with your friends. Put your heads together. Share your ideas. Okay. This is your turn. Great. That was a very good discussion. Now, everyone, the word family. Look at some photos showing family members, right? We have 3 photos here. What's happening in each one? What do you think the relationship is between the people? For example, are they husband and wife, right? Are they, for example, brothers and sisters? Take your time and speak with your friends and compare your thoughts, your guesses. Very good. Now, let's check it together. Number 1, the first picture, the photo on the left shows an extended family celebration. Extended family. The middle one, the middle photo shows a couple and their young family about to go on a trip. The couple appear to be arguing. So the couple appear to be, it shows a little bit that they are arguing, appear to be arguing. And the last one, the photo on the top right shows a woman with her great grandson or grandson. Very good. How many of you did get it right? Okay, that means you are very smart. Let's move on. Great, but we're not done yet. With a partner, you and your friend, explain the difference between each pair. For example, number 1, a father and a parent. Number 2, a mother and a stepmother. Take your time, read it, and do it. Very good. Now, check your answers with your friends again. What did the others do? Great. Now, let's do it together, me and you. So what is the difference between a father and a parent? Number 1. A father is a male parent of a child, and a parent is a person's mother or father. So the sexuality is not clear. Very good. Number 2, a mother and a stepmother. What is the difference? Your stepmother is the woman who is married to your father, but she isn't your real mother. She isn't your biological mother. All right. Number 3, a brother and a brother-in-law. Okay. Your brother-in-law is the brother of your husband or wife or your sister's husband. Yeah? Next one, a grandfather and a great-grandfather. What is the difference? Your grandfather is the father of your father or mother. Your great-grandfather is your father's or your mother's grandfather. Right? A little bit complicated, I think. Number 5, a nephew and a niece. Now this one's really easy. A nephew is the son of your brother or sister, while a niece is the daughter of your brother or sister. It differs. Number 6, a child and an only child. Let's see. A child is a young human who is not yet an adult. And an only child is a child who doesn't have brothers or sisters. And the last one, your immediate family and your extended family. All right. Your immediate family is your parents, children, brother, and sisters. Your extended family is your immediate family and uncles, aunts and grandparents, and etc. It goes, it becomes bigger. Very good. Now you know what is a family. Now, this is a family tree. I need you to take your time, go to your photo albums, and draw your family tree. Take your time. Great, now you have your own family tree. Changing for the better. Everyone, read this article. The name of the article is Changing for the Better. And try to guess what the missing percentages are. Choose from the list. Take your time, read it, no help from your friends. I'm gonna wait.
A few moments later.
Great, you're back. Now I need you to listen and check. Do any of the statistics surprise you? Which ones do you think would be very different if the survey was taken in your country? For example, Turkey, or for example, Bulgaria, or for example, Germany. All right? Listen and check.
1.15.
Family life is changing in the U.S., but not in the way we might think. The results of several different U.S. surveys expected to find that family relationships were suffering because of the decline in traditional family structures. However, some of the results were very surprising. 32% of young adults under 25 and 10% of adults 30 to 34 still live at home with their parents. 43% of families eat together every day. 33% say they have the TV on during dinner. 50% think a new baby in the family brings more happiness. 49% of adults are happy and enjoy their lives without a lot of stress. 11% of adults are not happy and have a lot of stress or worry in their lives. 60% of teens feel close to their family. 67% of teens want to spend more time with their parents. 75% of parents stay connected with their children on social networks. 40% of parents worry about what their kids post on social networks. 17% of elderly women live with a relative such as a daughter, daughter-in-law, or grandchild.
Interesting, wasn't it? Now, I need you to speak with your friends. How is family life changing in your country? Do it. Great. Impressive performance. Now, work in small groups, say what you think, and give reasons. Everybody, really important. Give reasons. Do you think that families should have a meal together every day? Children should leave home as soon as they can afford to. Parents and their teenage children should spend a lot of time together. Parents should be friends with their children on social networking sites, for instance, for example, Twitter. Elderly parents should live with their children when they are too old to live alone. Now, before you start talking, everyone giving your opinion. We often use should plus verb to say what we think is the right thing or a good thing to do. For example, I think families should have dinner together every day because, or I don't think parents should be friends with their children on Twitter because. So that's how you express your opinion. Let's talk all the way to part 2, grammar, future forms. Look everyone, right now, the past and the future. Now, listen to 3 dialogues between different family members. Who is talking to who. For example, you can say brother to sister, or for example, father to mother. Who is talking to who among the family members? And what are they talking about? Listen and take notes. Let's do it.
1.16. 1.
So, what are you going to do next year, dear? Are you going to go to college? Adam, can you hear me?
Sorry, Grandma. What did you say?
I said, are you going to go to college next year?
No, Grandma. I've already told you 1,000 times. I'm not going to go to college yet. I'm going to look for a job. I need to earn some money.
All right, dear, you don't need to shout. I can hear perfectly well, thank you. What time is it now?
10 to 4. I'll make you a cup of tea.
Yes, please, dear. That'd be very nice.
2. Bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye. Hey, what do you mean tomorrow? Aren't you coming back tonight?
No, I told you about it yesterday. I'm going to a party at Katie's. I'm staying overnight there.
Who else is going?
Oh, just the usual crowd. You don't know any of them.
Well, make sure you don't go to bed too late. And don't forget to...
Bye.
Where's your coat? You can't go out like that. It's going to be cold tonight.
Bye.
3. Can I use your car tonight?
No, you can't.
You said you didn't need it. Why can't I borrow it?
Because you won't be careful. You'll drive too fast.
I won't. I promise. I'll drive really slowly. I'll be really careful.
Well, all right.
Thanks. See you.
All right, very nice. Now, everyone, check your answers with your friends. Compare your notes. Now, in the first one, grandmother to grandson, they are talking about what he's going to do next year. All right, number 2, father to daughter, they are talking about where she's going and what's she doing. All right. Number 3, son to mother, they are talking about if you can borrow her car. All right, great. Now I need you to listen again and match 2 sentences with each dialogue, right? So we have 6 sentences and 3 dialogues. 2 sentences for each dialogue. Let's go.
1.16. 1.
So, what are you going to do next year, dear? Are you going to go to college? Adam, can you hear me?
Sorry, Grandma. What did you say?
I said, are you going to go to college next year?
No, Grandma. I've already told you 1,000 times. I'm not going to go to college yet. I'm going to look for a job. I need to earn some money.
All right, dear, you don't need to shout. I can hear perfectly well, thank you. What time is it now?
10 to 4. I'll make you a cup of tea.
Yes, please, dear. That'd be very nice.
2. Bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye. Hey, what do you mean tomorrow? Aren't you coming back tonight?
No, I told you about it yesterday. I'm going to a party at Katie's. I'm staying overnight there.
Who else is going?
Oh, just the usual crowd. You don't know any of them.
Well, make sure you don't go to bed too late. And don't forget to...
Bye.
Where's your coat? You can't go out like that. It's going to be cold tonight.
Bye.
3.
Can I use your car tonight?
No, you can't.
You said you didn't need it. Why can't I borrow it?
Because you won't be careful. You'll drive too fast.
I won't. I promise. I'll drive really slowly. I'll be really careful.
Well, all right.
Thanks. See you.
Okay, you know the drill. Check your answers with your friends. Okay, for the first one, I'll make you a cup of tea. I'm not going to go to college yet. All right, for the second one, number two, I'm staying overnight there. It's going to be cold tonight. And the last one, you'll drive too fast. I'll drive really slowly. Great. You did them all right. Now, with a partner, decide which sentence from A to F is, for example, a plan or intention. All right, we have the sentences over here. Let me help you. I'm your partner. A plan or intention. C. I'm not going to go to college yet. Going to college is a plan. An arrangement. An arrangement. D. I'm staying overnight there. Now, which ones are predictions? B and F. You'll drive too fast and it's going to be cold tonight. You predict. You predict the future. Which one is a promise? E. I'll drive really slowly. And which one is an offer? Of course, A. I'll make you a cup of tea. Great. You did great, but we're not done yet. Follow me. Great. You're here. Now, everyone, just listen. Future forms.
1.17.
My sister's going to adopt a child.
Are you going to buy a new car or a used one?
I'm not going to go to New York City tomorrow. The meeting is canceled.
Now, these are future plans and intentions. Now, listen for predictions.
1.18.
The Yankees are going to win. They're playing really well.
Look at those black clouds. I think it's going to rain.
Everyone, we use going to, not will or won't. Going to. When we have already decided to do something. Not my sister will adopt a child, but my sister's going to adopt a child. We also use going to make a prediction about the future, especially when you can see or have some evidence. For example, black clouds. It says in here, I think it's going to rain. Now, everyone, future arrangements. For future arrangements, we use present continuous. Be plus verb plus ing. Listen.
1.19.
Lorna and James are getting married in October.
We're meeting at 10 o'clock tomorrow in Jack's office.
Jane's leaving on Friday and coming back next Tuesday.
Great. So we often use present continuous for future arrangements, as I said. There's a very little difference between the present continuous and going to for future plans or arrangements. And often you can use either or either. You can use both of them. Let me show you. Going to shows that you have made a decision. We're going to get married next year. The present continuous emphasizes that you have made the arrangements. We're getting married on October 12th. We have ordered the invitations, etc. So present continuous means that you're sure. And we often use the present continuous with verbs relating to travel arrangements. For example, go, come, arrive, leave, etc. I'm going to Tokyo tomorrow and I'm coming back on Tuesday. Very good. But there's more. Follow me. And all the way to the final point, will plus the base form. Instant decisions, promises, offers, predictions, future facts. suggestions. Everyone, listen.
1.20.
I'll have the steak.
I won't tell anybody where you are.
I'll carry that bag for you.
You'll love New York City.
I'll be home all afternoon.
Great. Now you can use will, won't, not the simple present, of course, for instant decisions, promises, offers, and suggestions. And you can also use will or won't for predictions. For example, I think the Yankees will win. And to talk about future facts. For example, the election will be on March the 1st. I'll have the steak. That's the instant decision. I won't tell anybody where you are. Promise. I'll carry that bag for you. Offer. You'll love New York City. Prediction. And I'll be home all afternoon. Future fact. Now, I know that you're very smart. Let's practice this together. Me and you. As always, we have two exercises. A. Circle the correct form. Check the sentence if both are possible. For example, my grandparents are going to retire, or my grandparents will retire next year. Both of them are correct, so you just put a check. Exercise B. Complete B's replies, B's answers, with a correct future form. For example, what's your stepmother going to do about her car? She's going to buy a used one. All right, as always, stop the video, take your time, and do it. Very good. Now check your answers with your friends. Put your heads together. Now it's my turn. All right, number one. We'll invite your parents for Sunday lunch. Or you can say, we're going to invite your parents for Sunday lunch. Both of them are correct. Number two, I'll make a cake for your mom's birthday if you want. Number three, I'm not having dinner with my family tonight. All right? Or you can say, I'm not going to have dinner with my family tonight. Number four, the exam will be on the last Friday of the semester. Number five, you can trust me. I won't tell anyone what you told me. Number six, my cousin is arriving at 5:30 p.m. or my cousin will arrive at 5:30 p.m. Number seven, again, both types are correct. I think the birth rate will go down in my country in the next few years. Or I think the birth rate is going to go down in my country in the next few years. Number eight, I'm not going to go to my brother-in-law's party next weekend. And the last one, I'm going to help you with the dishes, or I'll help you with the dishes. Both of them are correct. Exercise B. Number one, I'm going to miss you. Don't worry, I promise I'll write every day. Number two, what are Alan's plans for the future? He is going to earn a degree in engineering. Number three, can I see you tonight? No, I'm working late. How about Saturday? Number four, what would you like for an appetizer? I'll have the shrimp, please. Number five, there's nothing in the refrigerator. Okay, are we going to get some takeout Mexican food? Number six, I don't have any money, so I can't go out. No problem. I'll lend you some. Very good. Number seven, can we have a barbecue tomorrow? I don't think so. On the radio, they said that it's going to rain or it will rain. Number eight, we land at about 8 o'clock. Will you need a ride from the airport. And that's all there is to it. You're great. Everyone, part 3. Pronunciation. Sentence stress. Everybody, an important aspect of speaking English is stressing the words in a sentence that carry the information. The important words, yeah? And not stressing the other ones. This will help you to communicate better and to speak with good rhythm, or speak naturally, like an American. Everyone, listen to the rhythm in these 3 dialogues. Listen and practice.
1.21. 1.
Are you coming home for dinner tonight?
No, I'm going out with my friends.
2.
What are you going to do in the summer?
We're going to rent a house with my sister and her husband.
3.
Do you think they'll have children soon?
I don't think so. Not for a few years anyway.
Okay now, time to practice it. Follow me. Alright, let's have some fun. I need you to ask and answer the questions below. Give as much information as possible. Are you having dinner with your family tonight? Are you or is anyone in your family getting married soon? Are you doing something with a family member this week? Are you visiting a relative this weekend? Are you going to have a new nephew or niece soon? Are you going to have a big family get-together soon? Are you going to go on vacation with your family this year? And are you going to buy a present for a member of your family this month? Do you think the number of people getting divorced will go up or down in the future? Do you think the birth rate will go up or down in your country? Do you think anyone in your family will live to be 90 or more? And do you think you will move away from or back to the area where your family lives? Okay, you have the questions. Let's talk. Great, you made it so far. Part 5, reading. Which do you think has more advantages? Being an only child or having brothers and sisters? Why? So, you can discuss these questions while having a coffee break. Why not? Great. Now everyone, I have a reading exercise for you. First, look at the titles. Younger brother or only child. How was it for you? I need you to read the article carefully and take notes. I'm going to wait for you.
A few minutes later.
Great, you're back. Now let's read it together. Novelist Tim Lott. Rivalry between brothers is normal, but there was a special reason for the tension between us. I was very ill when I was born, and I spent 3 months in the hospital with my mother. My brother did not see her at all during the time because he went to stay with an aunt. When our mother returned home, it was with a sick newborn baby who took all the attention. No wonder he hated me, although if you ask Jeff, he will say that he didn't. We remember things differently. My brother and I were completely different. We shared the same bedroom, but he was neat, and I was really messy. He was responsible, I was rebellious. He was sensible, I was emotional. I don't have any positive memories of our childhood together. Though there must have been good moments. Jeff says we used to play cowboys and Indians, but I only remember him trying to suffocate me under the bed covers. My relationship with Jeff has influenced my attitude toward my own 4 daughters. If the girls fight, I always think the younger child is innocent. But the good news about brothers and sisters is that when they get older, they value each other more. Jeff is now one of my best friends, and I like and admire him greatly. For better or worse, We share a whole history. It is the longest relationship in my life. Interesting. The only child, journalist Sarah Lee. I went to boarding school when I was 7, and the hardest thing I found was making friends. Because I was an only child, I just didn't know how to do it. The thing is that when you're an only child, you spend a lot of your time with adults. And you're often the only child in a gathering of adults. Your parents go on living more or less the way they have always lived. Only now you are there too. I found being an only child interesting because it gave me a view of the world of adults that children in a big family might not get. And I know it has at least partly made me a kind of person I am. I never liked being one of a group, for example. If I have to be in a group, I will always try not to go off and do something on my own or be just with one other person. I'm not comfortable with being one of a gang. My parents are divorced now, and my mother lives in the US and my father in the UK. US, United States, and UK, United Kingdom. I feel very responsible for them. I feel responsible for their happiness. I am the closest relative in the world to each of them, and I'm very aware of that. Adapted from The Guardian. Great. Now, everyone, I need you to discuss these issues. Whose childhood sounds happier? And let's talk about other family members who are mentioned and how the writer's experience as a child affects him or her now. You know the drill. Take your time and speak with your friends. Great, but we're not done yet. Everyone, look at the highlighted words in the two texts. Try to figure out their meaning from the context. Or if you can't, you can use Google to help you. Match them with the definitions 1 to 12. As always, it's time for me to wait.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, great. Now let's do it together. Number 1. Sick is an adjective and it means ill. All right. Number 2. No wonder, it's no surprise that. Number 3. Rivalry, noun, competition between two people. Number 4. Childhood, the time when you were a child. Number 5. A gathering, a meeting of people, for example, family gatherings. Number 6. Adults, people who are fully grown. Number 7. Aware of, knowing about or being conscious of something. 8. Boarding school. Now this one is important. A school where children can live during the year. Number 9. Value. Think that somebody or something is important. If you love someone, you value that person. Yeah? Number 10. Shared. Divided something between two or more people. Number 11. Fight. Try to hurt somebody else. And the last one, a gang, a group of friends. It has some other meanings as well. For example, have you seen the movie Gangs of New York? Well done. Everyone, another point that I want to mention, each other. When brothers and sisters get older, they value each other more and use each other to talk about an action between two people or group of people. For example, I don't get along very well with my father. We don't understand each other. And I want you to talk to your partner. Do you have brothers and sisters, or are you an only child? Do you feel positive or negative? Share your experience. Let's do it. Great. All the way to part 6. Vocabulary. Adjectives of personality. Everyone, without looking back at the younger brother text, the text that we just read, can you remember who was neat, who was responsible and sensible, and who was messy, rebellious, and emotional. Do you know what the adjectives mean? Would you use any of them to describe yourself? All right. Try to answer these questions. Very good. Now, personality. What are they like? Everyone complete the definitions with the adjectives. Take your time and do it. Very good. If you're ready, I need you to listen and check.
1.23 Personality. What are they like? 1,
Selfish people think about themselves and not about other people.
2,
A competitive person always wants to win.
3,
Spoiled children behave badly because they are given everything they want.
4,
An aggressive person gets angry quickly and likes fighting and arguing.
5,
Charming people have an attractive personality and make people like them.
6,
A sensible person has common sense and is practical.
7,
A sociable person is friendly and enjoys being with other people.
8,
Anxious people are often worried or stressed.
9,
A moody person is happy one minute and sad the next, and is often bad-tempered.
10,
Independent people like doing things on their own without help.
11,
A bossy person likes giving orders to other people.
12,
An affectionate person shows that he or she loves or likes people very much.
13,
A jealous person thinks that someone loves another person more than him or her, or wants what other people have.
14,
A sensitive person can be easily hurt or offended.
15,
An ambitious person wants to be successful in life.
16,
A reliable person is someone who you can trust or depend on.
17,
A rebellious person doesn't like obeying rules.
18,
A stubborn person never changes his opinion or attitude about something.
Great. You did them all right. Because I'm your teacher and you're smart. Now, I need you to match the adjectives and their opposites. For example, what is the opposite of generous? Yeah, you have the words right here. Now, I need you to listen and check your answers. Very good.
1.24 Opposites.
Generous. Cheap.
Insecure. Self-confident.
Lazy. Hardworking.
Quiet. Talkative.
Shy. Outgoing.
Smart. Stupid.
And one more thing, negative prefixes. Which prefix do you use with these adjectives? Put them in the correct column. On this, for example, unambitious, or this, or ear, in. Take your time, do it. You can do it with your partner. This one, you can do it together. Now I need you to again listen and check.
1.25 Negative prefixes.
Unambitious.
Unclean.
Unfriendly.
Dishonest.
Unimaginative.
Unkind.
Disorganized.
unreliable,
unselfish,
unsociable,
immature,
impatient,
irresponsible.
insensitive.
All right, great. Now, everyone, which of the new adjectives has a positive meaning? Check them one by one. Which one has a positive meaning? Can you tell me? Very good. That's unselfish, because selfish itself is a negative word. So unselfish has a positive meaning. And look at this part, false friends. Some words in English are very similar to words in other languages, but have different meanings. Sensible looks very familiar to sensible in Spanish and French, but in fact, in English, it means someone who has common sense and is practical. In Spanish or French, the word sensible translates as sensitive in English to describe a person who is easily hurt. Sympathetic does not mean the same as sempatik in Turkish or Türkçe, right? Which means nice, friendly. In English, sympathetic means a person who understands other people's feeling. For example, my best friend was very sympathetic when I failed my exam last week. But sempatik in Türkçe has a different meaning. Why don't you check it in Google? Part 7. Pronunciation, word stress, adjective, endings. Everyone underline the stressed syllable in the multisyllable adjectives. Listen and check. That's all you have to do. Just listen and check.
1.26. 1.
Jealous, anxious, ambitious, generous, rebellious.
2.
Sociable. Reliable.
3.
Responsible, sensible.
4.
Competitive. Talkative. Aggressive. Sensitive.
5.
Unfriendly, insecure, impatient, immature.
Brilliant. And all the way to part 8, listening and speaking. I know you may be tired, but you're almost there. No quitting. What's your position in the family? Are you the oldest child, the middle child, or the youngest child, or an only child? Write it down. We're gonna have fun. Now, part B. Look at the cover of Linda Blair's book. Linda Blair, Birth Order. What your position in the family really tells you about your character. Okay. Now listen to a journalist talking about it on a radio program. Complete the chart by writing 4 more adjectives of personality in each column. Oldest child, middle child, youngest child, and only children, right? Sensible, relaxed, outgoing, self-confident. So you need to listen and write 4 adjectives for each one. All right? It's your turn. Let's listen.
1.27.
This morning we're talking about family and family life. And now Danielle Barnes is going to tell us about a book she has just read called Birth Order by Linda Blair. So, what's the book about, Danielle?
Well, it's all about how our position in the family influences the kind of person we are. I mean, whether we're firstborn, a middle child, a youngest child, or an only child, Linda Blair argues that our position in the family is possibly the strongest influence on our character and personality.
So, tell us more about this, Danielle. What about the oldest children in a family, the firstborn?
Well, Firstborn children often have to take care of their younger brothers and sisters, so they're usually sensible and responsible as adults. They also tend to be ambitious, and they make good leaders. Many U.S. presidents and British prime ministers, including, for example, Abraham Lincoln, were oldest children. On the negative side, oldest children can be insecure and anxious. This is because when the second child was born, he or she lost some of his or her parents' attention, and maybe he or she felt rejected.
That's very interesting. What about the middle child?
Middle children are usually more relaxed than oldest children. That's probably because the parents are more relaxed themselves by the time the second child arrives. They're usually very sociable, the kind of people who get along with everybody. And they're also usually sensitive to what other people need. Now, this is because they grew up between older and younger brothers and sisters. For the same reason, they're often good at sorting out arguments, and they're always sympathetic to the ones on the losing side, or, in general, to people who are having problems. On the other hand, middle children can sometimes be unambitious, and they can lack direction in life.
And youngest children?
I was very interested in this part of the book because I'm a youngest child myself. It seems that youngest children are often very outgoing and charming. This is the way they try to get the attention of both their parents and their older brothers and sisters. They are often more rebellious, and this is probably because it's easier for the youngest children to break the rules. By this time, their parents are more relaxed about discipline. On the negative side, youngest children can be immature and disorganized, and they often depend too much on other people. This is because they have always been the baby of the family.
Fascinating. And finally, what about only children?
Only children usually do very well at school because they have a lot of contact with adults. They get a lot of love and attention from their parents, so they're typically self-confident. They're also independent because they're used to being by themselves. And because they spend a lot of time with adults, they're usually very organized.
I'm an only child myself, and people always think that I must be spoiled. Is that true, according to Linda Blair?
Well, it's true that only children can sometimes be spoiled by their parents because they're given everything they ask for. Also, on the negative side, only children can be selfish. And they can also be impatient, especially when things go wrong. This is because they're not used to sorting out problems with other brothers and sisters.
All right, now check your answers with your friends. Okay, let's see. Oldest children, sensible, responsible, ambitious, insecure, anxious. Middle children, relaxed, sociable, sensitive, sympathetic, unambitious. And youngest children, outgoing, charming, rebellious, immature, disorganized. And the only children, independent, organized, spoiled, selfish, impatient. All right, now my question is, which ones are true for you? Tell the class and your partner. Well done. And it's time for the last set in the house. A description of a person. Writing. Everyone read the 2 Facebook messages once and answer the questions. Why has Angela written to Sophia? And does Sophia recommend her friend to Angela? All right, take your time. Again, it's your turn.
12 seconds later.
All right, you're back. So tell me, why has Angela written to Sophia? All right, because she is looking for an au pair. And Sophia's friend told Angela she might be interested in working in the US as an au pair. All right, very good. Now, does Sophia recommend her friend to Angela? Yes, she does. Now I need you to read the emails, or I think there are messages on Facebook, yeah. And the computer has found 5 spelling mistakes in Sophia's email. Can you correct them? Okay, let's see. Hi, Angela. Marisol is one of my best friends, so of course I know her very well. She's 22 and she just graduated from college with a degree in economics, but she doesn't have a job yet. And I'm sure she would be interested in going to the US. Her parents are both doctors and she has two younger brothers. She gets along very well with them and they are a very close family. Marisol's an intelligent girl and very hardworking. She can be really shy at first, but when she gets to know you, she's incredibly friendly. She loves children and she often takes care of her brothers, so she has a lot of experience and she's also very responsible. All right, that's the next spelling mistake that we were expecting. In her free time, she likes going to the movies, listening to music, and she's also very good at photography. She always has her camera with her. She's really independent and happy to do things on her own, so you won't have to worry about taking her to places. The only problem with Marisol is that she is a little forgetful. She sometimes loses things like her keys or her phone. Also, to be honest, her English isn't great, but I'm sure she'll improve very quickly. I think Austin and Melissa will love her. I hope this helps. Let me know if you need anything else. Love, Sophia. All right, we did it, but we're not done yet. Great. Now I need you to read both emails again, then cover them and answer the questions from memory. Again, time for me to wait. This is your gig.
Tomorrow.
Okay, you're back. Now, number one, what 5 positive adjectives describe Marisol's personality? Of course, intelligent, hardworking, friendly, responsible, independent. Number 2, what does she like doing in her free time? She likes going to the movies, listening to music, and taking photos. What negative things does Sophia say about Marisol? Well, she's quite shy, a little forgetful, and her English isn't very good. And does Sophia think Marisol will get along with Angela's family? Yes, she does. Now, everyone, there are some highlighted words like very, really, incredibly, a little. All right? Remember them. We need them. Great. Now, look, Marisol is a bit forgetful, very forgetful, really forgetful, incredibly forgetful. So you use these expressions to modify the adjectives, change the adjectives, make them strong or weaker, right? Very good. Now that you know, imagine you received Angela's message asking about a friend of yours. Write an email and answer it. Plan what you're going to write using the paragraph headings below. Use the useful language box and vocabulary bank for personality. Paragraph 1 is age, family, work, study. Paragraph 2, personality, good side. Paragraph 3, hobbies and interests. And paragraph 4, any negative things. And of course, you can check your email for mistakes in grammar, vocabulary, punctuation, and spelling. And some useful language for you as well, describing a person. He is really or very, etc., plus a positive adjective, friendly, outgoing, or she's a little, plus a negative adjective, messy, shy. And he likes, loves, doesn't mind, plus a verb and ing. For example, she's happy to, plus a base form. He's good with children. He's good at making new friends. You know them all. Just write and practice. It's easy. Believe in yourself. And that is, my friends, the end of part 1B student book. Thank you for watching. Everyone, as always, if you have a question, you can comment down below and I will get back to you. And make sure to like and subscribe, everyone. I wish you the best. Bye-bye.